Good morning, church. It is good to be with you today. Today in Jeremiah, we hear something a little bit frightening from the prophet because God tells him, don't pray for these people. Don't even ask for mercy or their salvation because their judgment is assured and it is certainly coming upon them. I find that to be an incredibly frightening statement. We have heard that God intends to fulfill his plan for judgment. We've heard him tell Josiah through the prophets, look, you did good to come do revival, but it's too late. I'm bringing judgment on your children. And now we hear him say to Jeremiah, don't even bother to pray because the judgment is so sure. We don't want to see our country get to that point. What can we do for America? Because it's certainly true that every nation, I believe, gets to the point where God can finally say, it's wicked enough. It's time to do something different with that nation. And our primary tool that we have as Christians is to obey the Lord. And one of his primary commands that we get is to go and tell other people about him. As we read through John 14, Jesus says it on multiple occasions, if you love me, you will keep my commands. The one who loves me is one who does what I said. And so if we are of those who claim to love the Lord our God, then it only makes sense that we would be busy keeping his commands. Or Luke 6:46, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and don't do what I tell you to do? He'll say to us. Which is really a great question. Why would we bother calling Jesus Lord and then continue to go our own way? Why would we say that we love him and then refuse to do anything that would build a relationship with him? Why do we want his power and his work in our lives, but we never pray or go to him? These are things that would put us in line with the words Jeremiah uses. He says, those people are stupid and foolish. I don't want those labels applied to me. It would be wise for me, it would be wise for us as Christians to understand this is always the process that God called us into salvation. He enabled us to respond, and then I am compelled to live my life in obedience because he's given me his Holy Spirit as the way to accomplish that. So let's do that. Don't let your heart be fearful. The end of John 14, understand God's peace. Don't be afraid to do the Lord's work because he is certainly with you and he will never leave you or forsake you, church. And so I look forward to seeing what he works in our lives and through us. Let us encourage each other. Share a comment below. How has the Lord been working in your life? I would love to know.